It is one of the most popular prescription drugs because it makes you feel good.
But for a growing number of people, especially women, is it too good? NBC6's Dora Glotman has the first of a two-part series on how easy it can be to become hooked on Xanax.
I should be dead, putting all that stuff in my body.
Bernadette Hobart discovered Xanax 7 years ago, a prescription drug which has made its way from pharmacies to drug dealers and into the hands of potential addicts. Among the most common, middle-aged, middle or high-income working moms.
I would take it because I would totally become someone else.
That new person quickly became physically and mentally dependent on the drug.
That little blue pill wasn't good enough after a year because I would have to take 4 or 5 of those. And then I discovered the bigger picture in Xanax, which is called the bars.
Also known as Sani bars, they are the highest doses of Xanax.
You just become such an ugly person, and after a while you can't even talk. They told me you were slurring. You don't feel anything anymore.
Xanax is a medication that's used to help people relieve anxiety, and people who are depressed, people with panic disorder.
30 million prescriptions of Xanax are issued every year in the United States.
I went to the doctor for a routine checkup, and he noticed that I was rather stressed, and he suggested that I try this to try to calm down.
This is a drug that is more prescribed to women than to men, and in many cases it is prescribed by men who are doctors than women who are doctors.
The manufacturer, Pfizer, advises it can be highly addictive and should not be taken for a period longer than 3 months. This woman has been able to refill her prescription for over a year.
It's a stressful world, and I want to know that I could be okay, and this pill makes me feel okay.
If somebody's wondering whether they are or aren't a Xanax addict, how can they tell?
When the person needs the drug to behave daily, to cope with life, to cope with different situations, when the person needs the drug in order to sleep, when the person cannot stop using the drug.
I make sure that I don't take it more than 5 times a week. If I do, I'll take it out of the purse.
According to the National Institute on Drug Abuse, at least 5 million people have taken Xanax for non-medical reasons. Bernadette took it while she was pregnant.
Even though you're hurting your baby inside, I would take it and cry at the same time.
Her daughter was an infant the day she hit bottom.
I know for sure I took that day was 40 bars of Xanax. I woke up after that run and I had an empty home. I had no children, I had no husband, I had no furniture, I didn't have nothing left.
She was hospitalized and in rehab for 2 years. Today she lives in Camilo's house, where she has been reunited with her children and now counsels women who might fall prey to the same addiction. This woman says she monitors herself and feels under control.
What are you going to do when that bottle is finished?
I'm going to get it refilled.
When mixed with alcohol and other drugs, Xanax can be deadly. More about that in the second part of Hooked on Xanax tomorrow. Dora Glotman, NBC6.